Picture this. It's Sunday night, you've got a huge presentation on Monday that could change your career. You've known about it for 3 weeks. The slides are 80% done. You just need 2 more hours to finish it. But instead of working on it, you find yourself deep cleaning your kitchen at 11 p.m., reorganizing your bookshelves, and somehow you're convincing yourself that now is the perfect time to finally sort through old emails from 2019. Sounds familiar? The next morning, you're scrambling, the presentation is mediocre, and you're left wondering, why do I always do this to myself? That's self-sabotage in action, and you're definitely not alone. Hi, my name is Clyde and I'm a full-time night shift nurse, and I've gained more than 10 years of experience working with patients needing urgent care, but mostly with elderly patients with dementia and some other mental health issues. And in this video, we're gonna talk about self-sabotage and how to stop it. Today, we're diving into something that affects almost all of us but rarely gets talked about: self-sabotage. You know the feeling when you're about to succeed at something and suddenly you find yourself doing things that get in your own way. Maybe you procrastinate on an important project, maybe pick fights with people who care about you, or talk yourself out of opportunities you've earned. That's self-sabotage, and it's not about being lazy or undisciplined. It's actually a psychological pattern rooted in things like low self-esteem, fear of success, trauma responses, and perfectionism. And in this video, I'll break down what self-sabotage is, the common signs to watch for in your own life, what causes these behaviors, and most importantly, practical steps you can take to recognize and address these patterns. Whether you're dealing with chronic procrastination, perfectionism that keeps you stuck, or negative self-talk that holds you back, understanding self-sabotage is the first step to breaking free from it. Let's get into it. So, what is self-sabotage? Self-sabotage is when you engage in behaviors or thought patterns that undermine your own goals, success, or well-being, essentially getting in your own way. What causes it? Self-sabotage is primarily rooted in psychological factors rather than laziness or lack of discipline. One is low self-esteem. Some people behave in ways that confirm negative beliefs about themselves. When close to success, they become uncomfortable and sabotage it. Another one is fear of failure or success. Both can trigger self-sabotaging behaviors. Another one is trauma responses. Self-sabotage can give a sense of control over a situation even if it's maladaptive. Another one is perfectionism, holding impossible standards that inevitably lead to delays and feeling of shame. Here are some signs that you are self-sabotaging. Number one is procrastination. An example of procrastination is like putting off a job application until the deadline passes because you're afraid it won't be good enough, or waiting to start a project until you feel more ready, even though the opportunity window is closing. Next one is perfectionism. Perfectionism is, for example, refusing to publish your writing because it's not polished enough, or spending hours and tweaking minor details on a presentation instead of moving forward with other important tasks. Another one is chronic lateness or missing deadlines. For example, consistently arriving 15 minutes late to meetings, missing projects, milestones despite having enough time, or habitual underestimating how long tasks will take. Another sign is negative self-talk. For example, you're telling yourself, I always mess things up after a minor mistake, or thinking, I don't deserve this promotion, when you've clearly earned it. Another sign is avoiding opportunities or declining support. For example, turning down a promotion because you convince yourself you can't handle it, or refusing help from mentors because you think you should figure everything out alone. So how do we address self-sabotage? Let me give you 4 tips. Number 1 is recognize the pattern. Pay attention to recurring patterns that hold you back, such as always finding reason to delay important tasks or talking yourself out of opportunities. Keep a journal to track when and how self-sabotage occurs. Notice the thoughts and feelings that precede these behaviors. Do you feel anxious before deadlines? Uncomfortable when things go well? Recognizing these patterns without judgment is essential for change. Second one is identifying triggers. Understand why you engage in these behaviors and what situations triggered them. Common triggers include upcoming success, increased visibility, intimacy in relationships, or situations that challenge your self-image. Ask yourself, what is happening right before I sabotage myself? What did I fear might happen if I succeeded? What does this behavior protect me from? Understanding your triggers helps you anticipate and prepare for vulnerable moments. Number 3, make specific behavioral plans. Once you see your patterns, create concrete plans and what you'll do instead. Rather than vague intentions like I'll stop procrastinating, create a specific if-then plans. Like, for example, if I feel the urge to avoid these tasks, then I'll work on it for just 10 minutes. If I start negative self-talk, then I'll write down 3 things that I've done well. Having predetermined responses makes it easier to override automatic self-sabotaging behaviors in the moment. Number 4, focus on progress over perfection. Make incremental improvements rather than aiming for elimination of all bad habits at once. Self-sabotage often stems from perfectionism, so demanding perfect behavior change will likely trigger more sabotage. Celebrate small wins, showing up 5 minutes early instead of on time, submitting work that's good enough rather than holding it indefinitely, or catching negative self-talk after it happens rather than preventing it entirely. Gradual change is more sustainable and builds confidence over time. Okay guys, so that's self-sabotage. Those patterns where we get in our own way, often without even realizing it. The good news, once you start recognizing these behaviors, you can begin to change them. It's not about being perfect or eliminating every self-defeating habit overnight. It's about self-progress, self-awareness, and being a little kinder to yourself along the way. Remember, self-sabotage isn't a character flaw. It's actually, and usually, a protective mechanism that once served a purpose but now holds you back. Understanding that can help you approach these patterns with compassion rather than criticism. If this video resonates with you, let me know in the comments what forms of self-sabotage you recognize in your own life. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on personal growth and mental health. Thank you guys for watching and see you on the next one.